The 2025 Alfa Romeo Giulia. We have some subtle new updates to talk about here, so let's get started. So for this latest model year, the Sprint, the TI, and the Veloce trim levels are all going to be replaced by one core trim level. So that's going to eliminate any confusion between these four-cylinder models. And we're also going to get a limited production Tributo Italiano, which is going to feature 19-inch dark aluminum wheels with red calipers. It's going to have the Veloce rear fascia, sport rear diffuser, a darker grille, Tributo mirror caps. You will get an available sunroof and gloss black moldings. With the inside of this Tributo Italiano, you're going to get the Harman Kardon audio system, aluminum shift paddles, leather dash, doors, and leather seats with the driver's side memory and power bolsters. And of course, you are going to get the limited slip differential and the active suspension with this special edition. And the only other update that we get is a new paint color known as Verde Fangio metallic paint. Outside of that, these vehicles, they got their little refresh and update back in 2024 with the updated headlights and other things. I mean, this generation of car's been out since 2017, so we'll see what they do with these cars in the future. But as of right now, we only have these four-cylinder models. Stellantis had announced before that they're just doing a final run of the Quadrifoglio. It'll be called the Limited Edition Super Sport. This is really going to be a limited run, and these vehicles are going to be known officially as 2024 model years, and they have told us exactly how many units we're going to get. So there's going to be 275 units available globally with the Giulia and 175 available globally with the Stelvio. And that means for the United States market, we're going to get 72 Giulias and 52 Stelvios for that final run twin-turbo V6 Quadrifoglio. The price of the Giulia is going to be $86,770, and the Stelvio is going to set you back $94,370, and that does not include destination, which is an additional $1,595. So if you're serious about the quad and you really want it, well, there you go. You can try and snag that limited edition Super Sport. But back to the 2025 Giulia. These vehicles are going to continue to be powered by the 2-liter direct injected turbocharged 4-cylinder, which comes with 280 horsepower, 306 pounds-feet of torque, does 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. And it is true, that little 4-cylinder, it does feel very potent. More than enough to move this Giulia, and it's going to come with the 8-speed automatic transmission with column-mounted aluminum paddle shifters. And Alfa Romeo claims that this transmission, it can shift in less than 100 milliseconds. Standard convenience features that you're going to get with the 2025 Giulia include front and rear heated seats, which is really impressive. You get the navigation system, wireless charging pad, auto-dimming rearview mirror, and air quality system. Regarding the standard safety tech, you do get the useful safety tech features as standard, like the active blind spot assist, adaptive cruise control, automatic high beams, full speed forward collision warning plus. You get your front and rear park assist, etc. Standard exterior features include 18-inch dark turbine wheels, a sport front fascia, Volcano, gloss black body kit, and a dark appearance dark grille. With the interior as standard, you're going to get those aluminum column-mounted paddle shifters as mentioned before. You will also get a dark headliner, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, and aluminum sport pedals and footrest, which is nice to see. So what's going to come as an option then? Well, number one, you can get all-wheel drive as an option. Standard, we get rear-wheel drive, but there's also an available Veloce package, once again, available with the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive. And with that Veloce package, you get red painted calipers, sport seats finished in black, power bolsters, a limited slip differential, and the Veloce badge. There is a driver assist package that you can get, which will include your That Cham security. Never heard of that before. Intelligent speed assist and active driving assist. Other available options include 19-inch wheels, a sunroof, red sport seats, and the premium interior sound package. They kind of roll all of that in together. But that's pretty much everything you need to know regarding the 2025 Alfa Romeo Giulia. It's still a vehicle that I really love, but these things, they do crash in value, so it might be worth checking out some certified pre-owned options. But if you want a new Giulia, I will be sharing with you a resource to potentially help you negotiate and in general study up on some of these numbers. So there is a free leasing calculator brought to you by AutoCompanion, which I will have linked below. This leasing calculator will show you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. And this is important because incentives stack on top of the dealer discount. So whether you are financing, paying cash, or leasing, you should use this calculator to see those incentives. And leasing programs, interest rates, incentives, all of these things, they do change every month, but AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. So this is one of the most powerful tools that a consumer can use. And when I ran some numbers on a 2024 Giulia Veloce rear-wheel drive model, which stickers for 53 grand, the payments came out to be about $670 a month, assuming you have perfect credit and you put no money down on a 42-month lease. And this payment is still very steep, especially for a $50,000 vehicle, considering I also assumed a 12% off discount, and that's the bare minimum I would take on these Alfa Romeo products. Really, I would shoot for 15% off MSRP, and I'm not even exaggerating. And when you lease these cars, there is an additional $2,000 incentive that you can get, and once again, that stacks on top of the dealer discount, which means that $53,000 vehicle with 12% off and that $2,000 incentive, you should be getting this vehicle for about $44,600. And there are some additional incentives that you might be able to get. You would have to look through that yourself. But as for the program itself, the interest rate is rather low, which I like to see. It's about 1.7% for 42 months. But the residual value really destroys the deal. It's like 41% residual value. That doesn't help, but it is what it is. I remember back in the day, people were leasing these things for like $350 a month. On average, most lease payments have gone up by like $300 to $400, which is very sad, but that's just the market that we're in. Regardless though, AutoCompanion, he doesn't just offer this calculator, he's also one of the largest brokers in the United States. So if you want to save some money on competing products other than this Alfa, then AutoCompanion does offer us BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Porsche, Volvo deals, etc. So if you want to work with AutoCompanion, he is located in the Washington, D.C. area, but he is able to ship nationwide, but shipping is something you have to pay extra for. 9 times out of 10, it is worth getting the vehicle shipped because AutoCompanion really does have some of the best pricing out there in the country. But he also charges a broker fee. But if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of that broker fee. And out of all the vehicles that he has to offer, if you want a performance-based vehicle, the Audi S5 Sportback and the SQ5 SUV, these seem to be one of the better value propositions. Those go for about $800 a month. Not cheap, but then again, for a more performance-based vehicle, it's not the worst in this economy. And actually, the regular A5 Sportbacks also go for about $650 a month. So that could be a good alternative to the Giulia. And those are like 13% off MSRP. The S5 Sportbacks, about 8% off MSRP. The SQ5s, 10% off MSRP. The BMW stuff is pretty expensive, especially on a lease. M340i's are going to be like $900 a month. Same thing with the M440i. Those are going to be close to $1,000 a month. Yeah, most BMWs, they don't lease out too well. At that point, you can just look into the M4 and the M850, which both lease for about $1,300 a month. I actually really like the new C300 Benz. I love the way it drives, and AutoCompanion has 12% off the MSRP on those. But that blasted screen really ruins that car for me. Actually, it ruins most new Mercedes products for me because I love the way these Benzes drive. I just can't get used to that screen. If you can, well, there you go. C300 might be something to look into. Regardless, I just wanted to share with you these resources. If you appreciated this, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to have all of AutoCompanion's information down in the description box below. But thank you again for watching this video. Take care and goodbye.